This install is a lot of wiring, guys. For the most part, that's probably the what it took maybe 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and 2+ of it was him, you know, kind of connecting all the wiring for the active runners. Another thing that I would like to note is that you will have to extend the air sensor because of where it's being now positioned. It needed to be extended. Usually the air sensor comes out like right over here, so it's when you get a 392 intake, it's going to need to just be extended. That's all.
Suck on the beat, suck on the beat, suck on
the beat. Sounds awesome. Yeah. Have you been staying up with any of my videos, man?
I've been trying.
You watched the cam install, obviously.
Yeah. I read all the comments as it was going.
You read all the comments?
Every single fucking comment. I did the same thing when I did Nick's truck and all that shit.
Did you respond back to any of them?
I've had a lot of cam install questions and when can I do things questions. Hands don't allow me to get in. Nikki actually saw my truck. He never got to hear it run because
you would have beat his, right? Down the strip?
That truck wasn't built for the track, to be honest with you. I built that for street racing purposes only.
No, street racing's bad.
You gotta do the link. Yeah. And unfortunately never got to see Philly. Soon after I had it completed, we had a kid.
There you go. That complicates car modding and the car situation.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wonderful.
Look at that.
Back to square one. Alright, now we gotta take the heads off.
Get out of here.
No, fucking. I just wanted to see your face on that. Make you shit your pants for a second again.
Man, there's nothing more like actiony than soldering. You know what I mean? Soldering? This video is gonna go viral. We have Steve, the master mechanic, soldering.
I don't think you need to.
Whiskey? Whiskey. Yeah, vodka and ginger ale. Not a good combination.
Vodka and ginger ale, huh?
Oh. Loud noises.
Yeah, this thing's a little noisy. One hole. Yeah.
Gotcha.
198 on the street racing is makes your butt pucker really fast. So yeah. I have a revelation. Maybe I should slow the fuck down before I die. That looks pretty good to me. We're gonna take this. This is is our power wire, and we're going to loop that underneath. Now he's branching off of the key on power. Probably going to do the same thing. I'm just pulling the wire back here. Have a circuit breaker and a bunch of other shit. I'll deal with that later. I'm just content.
You know, I couldn't have picked a more perfect spot, honestly. If you would have asked me,
I know you're a tuner
where
guy. You like to have all your shit out in
that's it, man.
the open. Does he have this wiring diagram? We're working, or I'm working.
Yeah, you are. You kicking
I
some.
don't know about you.
Kicking some ass, man. I'm working. I'm working hard.
Yeah, working on trying not.
Working off. Yeah, exactly. Trying not to keel over and die.
Oh, your evap purge song.
And I'm like, I could just get two Atoros for $100 a piece.
Looking into something like,
Why don't you put like a good tire on it?
Atoros are good. The AZ 850.
they're
No, I thought they were really good.
Not even a name brand tire, dude.
Yeah, they are. Steve, come on, man. I thought you knew your
why
shit.
don't you look into like a Nitto? Got more sidewall, so it's even a smoother of a ride. Yeah.
That's
Because they're so soft.
that's one of the big reasons why I don't want to take them off, because they like my
I
car.
thought you took them off. That's what's good.
No, I was going to take them off,
Yeah.
but then I like number one. I was like, if I go back to the other tires, they scrape the wheel well,
Yeah.
and this they don't. They're
Now, did this BBK come with your intake? Let's see. I was gonna ask you. What do you think about me going a little lower on my truck?
is it going to screw up your launching if you lower it? What are you planning on doing?
I guess
Springs?
4 on 6.
2.4.
That's it.
Yeah. Ground force makes the 2.3, but it's expensive. $10,000. I mean, I don't know if that's normal, but I think it'll
Just
look
mock
neat.
up. Nothing's tight right now. You get some white stuff.
Beard?
I think it'll
I
look-
see you grew a beard since you were here last.
Yeah, right.
See this guy?
I wanted to fit in.
Yeah, a couple weeks, 2 weeks ago. It's kind of there.
I had to cut mine
Yo,
off.
yours was
Yeah,
getting
you were
long.
growing a beard out, yeah.
I had to cut it off.
Let me ask you something. Can you file right now because of the government thing or no?
I don't know.
Okay, I have one more paper to get for a tax return, and then we get fucked. Oh, my wife didn't get hers yet. Shit. How about that? We have 2 more papers to get. Her company, so she's been with since she was 18, and I have my PA or New Jersey unemployment. I can't remember which one. I have a lot of fucked up shit last year. So I left the they made me off the concrete place. As much as me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say I have better times launching than him. Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
That dude-
I'm
that
not.
dude-
I'm not talking driver versus driver. I'm talking about his setup versus your setup.
All right.
He also
I need
has
a
a four,
picture.
he has a 4,000 stall in his car in that truck too. So yeah,
This
it's
is
nice
like-
though. Isn't
That's
it?
like, oh, my truck's not vibrating in my head.
Yeah,
I can think straight on the way to work.
That's it. When I drive my wife's Jeep, it's just quiet and they're so smooth. Them SUVs drive so smooth.
Oh yeah, yeah. On the highway.
On the highway, it's just like my truck barreling down the road. It's like you feel a little vibration, feel the cam shaking
Yep.
it.
You have that get the hell out of the way
Yep.
sound.
And I love my truck.
Dude
to
was going
death.
toe to toe with a Corvette to Dunkin' Donuts.
I
Guy
was
took.
like, ooh, another C6. I love beating up on those.
It was funny. I don't.
Oh, everything's hidden. Literally, everything is hidden.
Everything is hidden.
They all come through the distribution block, out here like the factory, and it's rung up. It's all heat shrink, all that shit in here. You have to dig for it if you want to find it.
over the edge, the metal?
Yeah, it was too tall.
Okay.
I want the box to do that.
Of course.
And I don't know where the other guy mounted his, but I think it was out here somewhere. But I put everything, because this is supposed to be a sealed unit, so everything's in it. I'd rather it be like that and not out and about and look like shit. The less I have out, the better.
Yep.
I got more wires to extend, but we're kind of getting somewhere.
Actually, intake looks a hell of a lot bigger than yours. Just like height, isn't it? Or is it just me?
Thicker.
Thicker too? Okay. Looks it, just by looking at
I
it.
thought the same thing.
Yeah. Cleaner looking too.
Yeah, I like
It is a lot cleaner looking. Like just... Part of the reason I keep my engine cover on is because it looks cleaner. My engine looks cleaner. You take it off, it just dust gets on. It's just... People are like, if you take it off, it keeps the heat off. It keeps less heat. I don't know.
You don't think it traps the heat?
I don't.
I mean, when you go to the drag strip, you take it off.
No, I keep it on still.
Do you?
Yeah.
Alright,
I think it just looks more, I don't want to say stockish, I guess. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying, though.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I can't think of the word, but I wouldn't say fully say stock, but yeah.
map sensor has to be extended. Or like that. I don't want to stretch it. It's only got to go a couple inches. I'll have to start doing that now.
He works at home still.
Does he really?
Yeah.
What does he do?
He works at a law firm. I'm not sure exactly what.
Okay. But he works on the computer.
But he works, yes. So we have a lot of time to do this stuff too.
Okay.
We get a lot of vacation days, so it's kind of pointless to not just give that up. We can still do all the stuff he's doing there and that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, that's what I'm gonna be looking for.
Yeah.
A work at
You wanna be able to
home and have more flexibility and stuff like that.
I think ADHD, I'm up for it. I need to physically do something.
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It is.
and I like
Definitely.
It.
This one.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Pretty sure it goes like that, and they put the intake air temperature sensor on the bottom.
Where's your intake air temperature? No, the actual sensor.
It's in the old intake.
Okay. That was fun doing that. When I had to make my custom intake, I had to drill a hole, make sure the thing goes in, and it was.
It's not gonna. It's fine, it ain't going nowhere. Here, Nick, do a piece of intake for you. Give him away your shit for you.
Wire. You know what I mean? Like,
It's kind of boring.
it is kind of boring, but
I
you
think
know.
it's very entertaining, Steve.
Do you?
Thanks, Nick.
It's like
Way better.
battery.
I like it.
Everything is. It looks like factory, basically. It looks great. Very clean. Love it. So this is the end product, and you guys are probably wondering, what's up with the powered by SRT? Well, until I get new half covers, that's just the way it's going to have to be. But I think it came out great. Steve, the gentleman that installed it, his Instagram is in the description. Definitely go check him out. He's unbelievably professional. Now, some of the things that I just want to say is this install is a lot of wiring, guys. For the most part, that's probably the it took maybe 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and 2+ of it was him, you know, kind of connecting all the wiring for the active runners. Another thing that I would like to note is that you will have to extend the air sensor because of where it's being now positioned. It needed to be extended. Usually the air sensor comes out like right over here, so it's when you get a 392 intake, it's going to need to just be extended. That's all. Another thing that I ran into an issue with is the cold air intake. I could not extend it down into the wheel well. It is, you know, it's really not that big of a deal. I'm probably gonna get a new filter, but this thing right here, I was monitoring my intake temperatures, and it was only 5 degrees difference between the ambient, like the outside air, to the engine bay. So I was actually pretty impressed. That was pretty much that's better than what I was getting with my Corsa. So, you know, this is the end result. He bolted the active runner, and that switches at about 4,500 RPMs. And right now I'm still working on the tune for the vehicle. I do feel a difference, even though the tune isn't there yet. But overall, it changed the complete exhaust note. I love it so much. You definitely feel it pull harder on the highway. Overall, this was awesome. This is definitely a solid mod. But you know, before everybody goes out and does it, let me get the sucker on the dyno. Let me get the tune right. We'll do some 0 to 60s and time tests and everything. But from the butt dyno, there's definitely a difference. Definitely a difference.